Who am I kidding? I can't take one off the gate. I had every intention of racing money from further back in the field. Really, I had announced to you that it would likely be ninth. I hadn't sat behind money in a long time, and I even told Tim, usually when we're gonna, rev a horse up and we're gonna have him on his toes and ready to go, I'll warm the horse up a mile, right? Make sure everything is on appropriate where I want it. Everything is good. Money's an older horse. He raced without hobbles on. I can set the hobbles in the post braid. It's not a big deal. Tim just went out and jogged him. And, as I said, when I scored him down, geez, he felt good. I changed his hobbles a little bit. He felt good scoring down, though. But I know that James said, one, he can't leave that much. Two, he doesn't like to be out in the last turn. Well, those are two things he told me. And three, I knew that was kind of a salty crew. Stay Close is obviously not supposed to beat Looks Like Money, but I got so much respect for the horse. Plus, he's got the rail, right? I also know that he doesn't get away as well from the rail as he does from the outside. Now, you may ask why. The Meadows is a slanted starting gate. So the 9, 8, and 7 actually do get a bit of a run on the field, but you still got to get out of there. And the only way you can leave from post 9 is if you are really screaming up into position just as the gate. So as you come out of the turn, there will be some recoil, I guess is the word. It'll come back a little bit and then take off. Whereas if you're coming up to that gate at top speed, right when it goes to take off, you do have quite an advantage on everybody speed-wise. At the very least, quite an advantage on everybody speed-wise. And right up until that second, I really was just going to look left to see, is somebody lagging off the gate? Is there a 6-hole, a 7-hole to slide into? But when I looked left, everybody was looking to see what I was going to do. I could see everybody from the middle of the gate kind of creeping out just to see what we were the even money favorite. Coming out of the preferred at Mohawk. Last thing you want to do is half leave, have me loop you, and be going into the turn with a horse that's 6 or 7 to 1 with me as the even money favorite on the front. Probably not going to end up well for the other participant. So everybody was kind of looking. Well, when they're looking around, they're kind of flat-footed, right? And just as the gate comes back, money goes to take off, and I just chirped him, and I just put the whip over his tail, and he springs forward. Now, I know before they say go, there's only one horse that can lead with me in this situation, and he's the other favorite. Well, he's not going to park me. Dave Pallone is not going to sit up. He might stuff me in the 2-hole, which I'm happy to go into, and I think he was trying to fish me back to the front, but the one thing I did know about Money, he did do his best racing covered up. I can't speak to any of the other things because I haven't driven him in well over a year, but I do know that he does not do his best work on the front. And on paper, the horse to beat, regardless of his form coming in, is still Tequila Talkin'. So as they said go, I looked. I had everybody beat out except for Tequila Talkin'. And I know that Hunter's pushing through with Stay Close, but if you're trying to fill a hole with Stay Close going into the turn, he will once in a while make a mistake. So I know there's a pretty good chance I'm going to land in the 2-hole, and just as I'm looking, I'm over in front of him. Now I'm down in the 2-hole. Now I'm thinking I'm probably a winner. Tequila Talkin' is not on his best form, and although it looks like Money is not on his best form, the 9-hole is one thing. If you tell me, hey, you're going to be in the 2-hole going into the first turn, it looks like Money. Well, he's supposed to win. I just didn't know if there was a path to get there. In my mind, looking at the program, there was so many horses in the middle of the gate that get trotted out of there, 27 at a piece. It was going to be problematic getting out of there, but everything had to go right. I had to catch the gate at the right time. One, remember, I haven't driven him in a long time, as I said, and James told me he can't leave that much. Now, we might only been up there 28, but we could have been up there 27 seconds. No problem. He blasted off the car. So did the 6, and while everybody else was looking to see what I was going to do, they got to watch me drop into the 2-hole. Money raced good. Was he awesome? No. I popped out of the 2-hole. He should have hammered Tequila Talkin'. But the reason I came out of the hole, I knew getting into the hole, out of the 2-hole last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, Tequila Talkin' does not trot the last turn good. But he's a classy horse. And if it looks like Money's not really looking for a fight, and we come out of the last turn and I just start him up, I don't think I beat him. Now, maybe after today, maybe I would have, but these are the things that are going through my head. I know that James says he doesn't want to trot the last turn good, but I know the horse in front of me does not trot the last turn good. And if I could maybe give his gas can a little kick halfway through the last turn and really empty him out a little bit, maybe there's just no fight left. I wasn't taking anything for granted, put it that way. I moved him over. I knew when he trotted forward he's supposed to win. Tequila Talkin fought. He fought on. And I don't think that money was awesome today, but a lot has gone on, right? A lot of wasted starts. He had a week off. He got beat up in the Open a week ago. His confidence probably isn't as high as it should be, but he was sharp. It's a new place, new horses, everything's new. And I didn't know how he'd get around a 5/8. He got around the track fantastic. So a good start for Looks Like Money. You can be sure. I know somebody's going to text me and say, he fits the other class. They're going to put him in the Open next week. I can guarantee you that. There's no two ways about that. Which is fine. I don't care. Put him in the Open. And speaking of the Open, the 3-point blue chip kind of let me down today. Now, I'm going to give him a little bit of a reprieve. He's got 30 starts. I'm pretty sure if you look close, he missed the first 12 weeks of the year, getting him ready for Oak Grove. And he still has 30 starts in the 40 weeks left of the year. 5 starts in November. Only 2 this year. Only 2 this month. He won on the 12th. And then fast forward 11 days to the 23rd. I really thought when I got away in the 2-hole, I made sure I pushed through all I could, get everybody in behind me, string Hunter a little bit. And even with a slower half, I thought I was still going to win. They trotted away from him in the last turn. It was a little bumpy. It was a little more out of gear than I remember him. As I said to Tim pulling up, we scoped him. We're going to do our due diligence. We scoped him. He scoped fine. His blood comes back good. We'll see how much money he's got made last 4, last 5, because he probably does need a break. Probably give him 3 weeks off. I'm not giving him 6 or 8 weeks off. 3 weeks off is what he's going to get. 3 weeks back. That's where we'll go with 3-point blue chip. So a little disappointing, but he's not made of iron. He can't. I was surprised. I looked at programs. How many starts does he got? I looked. Wow. Today was his 31st start of 2024. That's a lot for a horse that raced 9 times at 2, broke his foot at 3, missed his entire 4-year-old season, and raced 31 times in the last 9 months of 2024. That's a lot. So maybe he does need a break. I don't know. I went around the paddock and wished everybody a Merry Christmas. And I'll preface this. I'll start with this. Lady was sitting in the kitchen. I couldn't place her. I didn't know her. She sat there for a good hour before 3-point blue chip raced. Before Looks Like Money raced. And then I look in the winner's circle and there she is. One of our clients. I'd never met her. Diane. Sitting there like a ninja. Never said a word all day long, and then came and got her picture taken. I was so happy. It was great to meet. It's always great to meet our clients, and great, obviously great to meet them in the winner's circle. That's for sure. So very, very happy for her and for all my partners. It Looks Like Money. He raced good. A win's a win, and he raced good. And most importantly, it looked like he likes the meadows. So let's see how he likes it next week. Now, went around the paddock and wished everybody a Merry Christmas, as I did for you. I have so many people. I bet you I have over 100 emails of people saying Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you and your kids and everybody at the stable. And I want to echo that, right? I probably will send out a generic email and text message, Merry Christmas to everybody. It's so impersonal, right? I wish I could call everybody, every single one of you, or email every single one of you and say, hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. You know it. You guys know. I watch my videos sometimes, and it sounds like I'm sucking up to everybody, kissing everybody's arse, but it's not. Obviously, it's my job, but when I say I understand, how much every single client means to myself, my family, the stable, and quite frankly, the industry in general, even if it doesn't know it, you do. We make up one of the most unique stables ever formed and developed in horse racing, and for a number of reasons. And I truly, truly appreciate that, and wish all of you the merriest Christmas. I hope you all get to sit down with your family and relax days or a week or whatever you have, just some time to soak it all up. You guys know this is my favorite time of the year, and I hope that everybody gets a good taste of Christmas this Christmas. So, Merry Christmas to you. I went around and wished everybody Merry Christmas in the paddock. I was leaving and I stopped the car and went back. Walked up to the paddock. Aaron had just won the race, and I forgot that he was driving Vehement tonight. I walked up to the paddock and I said, "Hey, the horse you're racing tonight, don't worry about where you get away with him. He should be really good. He trained good on Friday. We did change his shoes. You'll know what I'm talking about. Aaron's driven enough horses like this, where he just a little unsure of himself coming off the cart. Just let him get his legs under him, and then you can do whatever you want with him. He's a nice horse. We just haven't got all the wrinkles out of him yet. It may take a while, but he is a nice horse, so he'll be fine. You don't got to worry about where you're getting away. Just keep him comfortable, keep him trotting, and then after you get to the quarter pole, you can do whatever you want with him. It won't be an issue for him tonight. I think if he behaves himself, I just think he's coming into the race really sharp, really good, and I think he's the type of horse that Aaron will like. And then brace for landing tonight. My GPS says 9:12. I'll likely be home a little earlier than that. I might go over to Mohawk and watch brace for landing race before I head home. Say Merry Christmas to everybody at Mohawk also. So again, a Merry Christmas to you. I hope everybody had a good day. For my partners on 3 Point Blue Chip, that is the first time I can say in a while that I just didn't think he raced that well. And it may absolutely be attributed to 31 starts in 9 months, 100%. He may need a tiny break. If he does, we'll give him a short break. And if it's something comes back in his blood and I'm wrong, then you'll likely see him race next week. And we'll figure out another time frame to give him a break. But for right now, there was no lameness. He just felt a little flat. He's in with tougher horses than he's raced against in his life. Maybe not coming in as razor sharp as he could be. Can only keep him sharp for so long. And although he didn't race great, he didn't race poor, he just didn't race great. So, good luck to my partners in Vehement. Brace for landing tonight. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Santa comes. I hope you all get what you want for Christmas. Have a wonderful, truly wonderful rest of your day.